Hi, everyone. Cathy here, your wellness coach and fellow female activist. And we are here with a recommendation. And today's recommendation is stay grounded, literally. So we start our recommendation and our wellness playlist with what we call positive quotient repetitions. And whether you're sitting, standing, laying down, you can participate. If you wish to close your eyes, you can. If you don't feel safe, definitely don't do so, but it does help a little. So in any case, if you're in a quiet place, let's go ahead, close our eyes. Regardless, again, in whatever um, body position you are, think about growing your tallest spine and roll back your shoulders. And then what I want you to do is take two fingertips and rub them together with such intention that you can actually feel your fingertip ridges. Notice the sensations. Maybe you feel your fingerprints. Now bring your palms together and then, just like before, rub those fingertips together with the others and notice the sensation. And then feel free to rub your whole hand with the other. Notice the friction, the heat you might be creating. Take one of your hand's fingerprints and trace around your palm, noticing what you notice. Now go ahead and wherever your feet are, even if you're laying down, you can bend your knees and place your feet somewhere. Even if you have shoes on, think about placing all four corners of your feet into the surface that they're on, making yourself feel really nice and sturdy. Remember your tall spine, and you should have felt like you grew a little even when you put all those four corners of your feet down. Go ahead, try to bring your toes up and spread them. Even if you have shoes on, you should be able to. And then go ahead and bring those toes down and keep them spread. And you might have noticed that you might have grown again as your feet and now your toes are all nice and firmly planted, giving you a strong base. And when you're ready, go ahead and blink your eyes open if they're closed. Hopefully, you feel a little less discombobulated. And that's the point. These are positive quotient repetitions, which I did not say before, right? I don't think I did. But positive quotient repetitions is how we here in this universe that I created bring our nervous system into a regulation state. We, as activists, really get to understand how important our nervous system is to all parts of our life, right? How we can sustain any movement, right, has a lot to do with how much our body can regulate itself. Okay. Using outside means isn't necessarily, um, it's necessary in some cases, right? But when you look inside, to how your body can actually regulate itself, you might be surprised how little external uh, of anything you need. Okay. So looking inside yourself first can make a big difference as how you move about life, especially in these difficult times. So today's recommendation is stay grounded, quite literally. And what I mean by grounded is if anyone's not already familiar, grounding is the science, because it is a science. My naturopathic doctor actually prescribed it to me once, but grounding is when you use your bare feet, if you're able, on any natural surface. So wood counts, even cement, as long as it's not sealed, funny enough. Hopefully also when it's not too hot or too cold. But wood, cement of all things, but sand, right? Ground, so particularly grass, right? And sand is a great one, assuming that you feel safe. I wouldn't feel so safe on any of the California beaches without sandals on. But anyway, I digress. So grounding is when your feet and your actual feet, there's nothing on them, are literally walking, right, on Mother Earth in some way, shape, or form. And it's interesting because I didn't think cement counted, but apparently, as long as it's not sealed, you can ground on cement. I would imagine, though, it's not as, I would say, to me, as fun or as earthly, only because uh, either way, though, let me just put it this way. Either way, the reason why we ground is because your feet will attach to the earth, believe it or not, even if you're talking about wood in a house, funny enough, but it works. And you're walking, right? And what you're doing is you're literally sucking up the energy from the earth below you. And this phenomenon connects you to Mother Earth, which then can help lower any dysregulation. So it is fun. It looks kind of weird sometimes, but more times than not, if you're finding someone who's got their shoes off, right, and they're at a park, which I was prescribed to do or to participate in, right, for my anxiety at the time. But anytime we are grounding ourselves, we are literally reconnecting with Mother Nature, and that's important. As females, we are very connected already to Mother Earth. And why not suck up more of that positive energy, right? So when we're feeling dysregulated, the quickest way, maybe not the quickest way, because just your breathing alone can help regulate, especially your nervous system. But in the intention of if you're feeling, maybe you do live by a beach and you're like, you know what, I'm just feeling frustrated. You go to the beautiful beach and you're like, oh, okay, perfect opportunity to ground. Okay. But again, it can be as simple as taking off your shoes if you're in your home and you have wood floors. It's important to understand that grounding quite literally means like you can also, okay, literally ground yourself and lay down. So it doesn't necessarily have to only be in those particular instances where it's wood or cement or grass or sand, something like that. You can ground yourself literally by going anywhere in your household, okay, and laying quite literally on the ground. That counts as grounding as well. Why? Because you literally have put yourself safely on the ground. And it is remarkable how just that ability, if you have that ability and privilege, I should say, to lay flat on the ground, offers you the opportunity to again feel Mother Nature. More importantly, it helps you feel safe. And in this moment in history, we do not feel safe, and with good reason. And whenever we can tell our bodies to reset itself, right, to regulate itself into a more passive, a more, again, less reactive sort of situation, we're in a better position. So with that, that's grounding. So quite literally, ground yourself when you need to. Okay. You will feel better for it. And I can help you learn all about how to create your own wellness health plan or wellness self-care blueprint, right? So that it can grow with you as you learn how to bring about all these different tools and help you self-regulate as often as possible. So with that, that is it for this recommendation. Take care and take charge.